Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Forever Skies 1.0. We are still at the lift location. There are a couple of things that I want to do on the ship. I've been back down, I cleared out a whole bunch of stuff, everything that I could find. I picked up a new plant and I'll show you when we go down there. It's the meteor bean and I've cooked a couple and yeah, they give a lot of food and a bit of water, so they're pretty good. In addition to that, there are things that we can build and research. So let me hop into the research station. The first thing I'd like to finish researching, now that we can, is the furniture fabricator. Now that that's done, I want to get the upgrade fabricator sorted out, and we will build the deck extractor. And let's have a look. Crystal battery I'd like to research. The deck extractor I am going to put out on this side, and let's see if there's anything in range. No, but you'll see how good this is. First of all, it doesn't take a battery, so you don't need to charge it. And secondly, it's fast. Way faster than the hand extractor. Right, let's get the upgrade fabricator built. I could get the docking plank researched as well, but that would be the last of the epoxy. I reckon by the time I'm finished in this area, we should be able to get epoxy pretty easily. But I would also like to get the simple storage rack, and there's a reason for that. So we'll take the upgrade fabricator and just put it down over here somewhere. About there should be good. And if we go in here, you can see that we can upgrade things. We've already got the ability to get the automated insect catcher, the upgraded tool charger, extractor modules, the better ones. I think the capacity module is for more battery capacity, and this is for faster charging. The thing is, you can only have one. We can also get upgraded engines, which may not be a bad idea, but we'll do that shortly. We can also do the upgraded turbine. So some nice things. And then I want to get the furniture fabricator. And we need the furniture fabricator to make the shelves that I was looking for. And that's these. So I'm going to put one on, let that build. Food, water, and all that are all good. I think I'm going to head down. I have the hypothermia booster. I have extra water. So, yep, that's cool. Let's go down the lift. And we will head into the Underdust. Now, there's a couple of things on the lift that I didn't scan. Well, actually only one thing now. An old storage box. You can use these if you want to store stuff to take up the lift. Like if your inventory fills up and you don't feel like going all the way to the top. There used to be something here, but it's not there anymore, so that doesn't matter. And out we go. So, I want to head into the Underdust. Okay, there's no entrance from here. We'll have to take the next exit. Right. So here's an entrance, but I'm thinking, yeah, what the heck. We'll do this one. We'll use the hypothermia booster and it gives us hypothermia, and now this plant will ignore us. And then there will be lots of things to collect. We'll just chop the creepers out. I hadn't scanned them before, weirdly. Okay, first aid kit, energy crystals. Yep, oxygen level is low, and I have a crystal battery, so we can come to the central area and pop it in, grab some breath. Now, I should maybe have made the bigger oxygen tank while I was up there, but I forgot about it. There's an empty bottle that we probably don't need. And we have dust daisies. And that gave me dust daisy, that gave me dust daisy. Come on, give me a seed. There we go, there's a seed. Excellent. And there are more bottles here as well. So let's open this up. And there's going to be a bunch of stuff we're going to find. So that way with that pipe hanging down there is not where we're going to go immediately. I want to clear these tunnels. So this one I haven't been down. We'll grab some more dust daisies. And there is the resin. And we can bottle it. And you'll see it because it glows. And when you take it out, it stops glowing. More dust daisies. And more. There's no resin over here. Bit of energy crystal over here. So we'll grab that. Alright, so that is... there's some resin. You really have to just keep an eye out. And then we'll grab the oxygen again. And now we're going to make a quick run through here. Grab the dust daisy. And there should be more resin around here. That there is. So I'm going to pick up as much resin as I can find, because this is pretty nice. You can make epoxy with it. And we're going to need to cut through here to get through to that energy crystal and a first aid kit. And then just run through and make sure you haven't missed any resin. Looks like we've got everything from here. And I see more dust daisy up there, and more. Don't want to miss out on that. It's got a couple of uses, so there we go. Okay, now we've got oxygen. I'm going to take the ladder and I'm going to go up. And we're going to find a synthetic compound lying around here on this big pile of trash. And we're going to find, maybe, if we're lucky, find some more resin. No, don't see any more resin up here. But we're going to go into this room. Yep, lots more energy crystal in here. Cut through this lot. And we find something to scan. Cool. So the repair tool. Now, I think there used to be one that you could actually pick up. But now you can only pick up the repair foam. Could be wrong, maybe it's lying somewhere else. But we're going to need to run now because oxygen is dropping a bit. And we made it back in time. And I'm going to head back up again, just check that I didn't miss anything. There's a food ration up here. Oh, and these. I want the breath nut seeds because that's one of the things that we need here. Alright, we just got breath nuts. We didn't get the seeds though. Alright, back into this room just to do a final sweep. Okay, that's it. I think we are done here. And another close call. And that just leaves this passage. So I'm going to use this computer and we've unlocked a whole bunch of new things, including the staircases and a balloon core, both of which I need for my plans. Here's some green colanders. Alright, how are we doing on inventory space? Oof, we are full up. Well, there isn't a lot more to get over here, so I'm going to grab that and I'm going to head down this passage. And now the AI is going to jump into action. We're going to move this pipe out of the way.
I have been waiting for you.
And we... Yeah, come at me, bro. Come at me. Nasty.
They do not like intruders.
Alright, so the AI has jumped in to protect us.
To be found in the mistakes of your ancestors.
Okay, so if you find carcasses like this lying around, okay, this one you can't do anything with. It would have been nice, but they don't want you, obviously, to have any chitin yet. Nothing happening there. Can't do anything out here. Nothing lying around. We need to get in here. And I should probably have topped my oxygen up. But we have an episode. And our immunity has been reduced. So, we found Noah. He doesn't look well. We can read the end of the journey thing over here. And we can scan this. And there you go. We have a crossbow. Well, we don't have the crossbow yet, but yeah, close. And we're going to rescue this little cutie. And my inventory's full, so I can't rescue it. So what do I do away with? That. Okay, we are rescuing the little one. Cool. And yeah, there is nothing else for us to collect in there, so we can head back this way.
Warning, oxygen level is low.
Now, hypothermia, we've still got quite a bit of time, and that's cool because we're going to need it. We are going up, and we're going to go through a different door. Ooh, found some more epoxy, and I'm full. That's not cool. So I'll take the epoxy, and we're going to come through over here, and we're going to duck in here. I've been in here already, but you couldn't get past this one. So here we go, and we can scan this, and it is a wrecked storage box. Alright, now I'm going to need to run. Fortunately, I opened up this opening earlier, so it gives me quick access. But with that all in hand, let's just go and have a look at our studies. 96%. The only thing we don't have is the breath nut seed. Collected everything else in this area, we just don't have that breath nut seed. And I think to get that,
Entering into
I'm
toxic zone.
probably going to need a crossbow. Where would I find breath nuts? See, there are the meteor vines. I don't need to worry about them. I've got their seeds already. I'm just going to run out the next exit and see if I can see breath nuts anywhere. Yeah, there's a whole bunch, but they're pretty high up, and I can't reach them even with a jump. Let me see if there are any around this area that are closer. No. Alright, so it looks like I might have to take one more trip down once I built the crossbow. Alright, let's head back up. First things first. Research the crossbow. And offload. I'm going to head over here with a dust daisy. Stick it in to be analyzed. It'll be very quick. And remove the acid, and that's done. So, photophobia, which allows us to make the myhydrosis inhibitor. So I'm just going to store that away. I'm not going to use it as yet. And we have some more dust daisies. And with those dust daisies, can we do it? No, we need to hop in here, research plant resin. And we do have a dust daisy seed that I will plant in a short bit. And now that we've done that research, we can come in here and we can make plant resin. Now, I do have some. That's cool. We're going to need more, and I want to use up these dust daisies as quickly as possible. So I'll just whack a few more of them into this. And then back in the research, I'm not in too much of a hurry for the repair thrower, but I would like the storage box, and that uses epoxy. And the reason why we are making plant resin is because if we go in here and look at the storage box, it uses epoxy. If we have a look in our suit printer, epoxy needs plant resin. So there you go. Now I did put another large pot down so that I could grow lobster peppers. Those will be important. In terms of research, the filtering bottle needed the green colanders. I've got some, so I might as well do that. This one is finished. I am going to put another one on. We had 5 at a time, so it's pretty good. We'll have this big bottle filled up soon. Yeah, that's researched. Medium oxygen tank, absolutely. Gonna head over. Yeah, there's quite a lot to do at the moment. In the suit printer, we can now make the crossbow, and I will do that. I have some arrows. I had some arrows. Don't know where the heck they went. Oh, there they are. I got 10. So we'll grab those. I'm going to eat a meteor bean and grab the photophobia virus and pop it in the cupboard with the others. They do stack now. They didn't before, so that's a winner. And I'm just going to run through this quickly and see what's important. Now we could do the brain cleanser, the myhydrosis inhibitor, so I'm going to do both of those while I grab this and put another batch on and replace this battery and do the brain cleanser. Now this brain cleanser and myhydrosis thing, these are actual medicines that you can take. The capsaicin needs 1 lobster pepper, so I will grab one of those, and then we can do that as well. And these should all be available to make in your suit printer, as long as you have the resources to make them. Okay, capsaicin is done. I'm not really in a hurry for any of these. Nope. I am in a hurry for some of these, though. I definitely want the stairs, the left and right, which are going to use both unique parts. I don't need a unique part for the balloon core. So, let's do those. Right, and then I'm going to make a box. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put more on, because I do have some more dust daisies. And I'll start growing dust daisy seeds. I just want to maximize the amount of epoxy that we have, because I don't think we've got a lot left. And epoxy is one of those things that you can make. You don't find it in abundance. And then over on this table, I made one of those storage racks. I'm going to grab that, pop it into my hot bar, and this is where I'm going to start making a bit of a better storage. Now, obviously, all of these things are going to move around, but for now, I don't know, if I do another one, let's check it out. Will I be able to have them back to back? So I can take a storage box, snap it into place over there. That's okay. Actually, let me see if I can move it one back and make sure it doesn't actually clip. Okay, so you can have it overhanging, or no, one back it clips in. So, no, that was in the right place. And then if I grab this one, will it go? No, they don't go back to back. Okay, I'm gonna have to separate them. So just like that, that's fine. And we'll just put this one back up right over there. These small boxes had 9 spaces, these had 15, and these boxes have 25. So, much better. And we're going to want a few of those. Let's see if, yep, it's now going to make the epoxy out of what I have on hand. So if I went into my suit printer, and that sound was the hypothermia booster finishing, epoxy is made with biomass and plant resin. So you make 5 epoxy with 5 plant resin. We have a lot of plant resin, and we're going to make more. So let's do another one of these boxes, just like that. And now I can start moving things out of the cupboards. High quantity items like synthetics and metal. Perfect. And we can have a row of them and still be able to walk around. Well, unless I don't move this one out the way. So I've researched both of the stairs, and now I'm going to do the balloon core. And I just need to head down and see if I can get a seed for the breath nut that we haven't got yet. I don't really want to leave things if they are available. So it'll be a very quick visit to the bottom. Super. And if I remember correctly, it's the second door. Yep, there they are. So we are loaded. I'll whack that one. And that one. Let's see what we get out of these. Yep, I got the seed. Cool, we have everything. Might as well get a couple more. Okay. And we've got 3 breath nut seeds. Cool. And that is it. There is nothing else that we can do in this area. So, back to the top. I think I need to make another large bottle if I can. I need to remove some of this plant oil into a big bottle. And then get these little bottles somewhere else. Like maybe I can move. Okay, I'm going to sort this lot and then take all here. Then pop these in to this box. I'm going to offload bottles, empty bottles over here. Take all of that, put it into this box, and sort that out. And I'll also put the plant resin in there. I don't have any more dust daisies to use, so that's it. That's where we are. And then I can throw the seeds in here. So we got dust daisy, we got meteor bean, we're all good. And that last green colander, I think I'm going to cook it. Oh, hang on, unless there's some research that I need to do with it. I don't think there is. I do need a bit of extra epoxy to do the docking plank. Not in a hurry, definitely not in a hurry for the large sprinkler as yet. Nope, nothing really important here. This is only a double wide. I'll either use a single or a triple. Might as well do the window wall. But yeah, doesn't seem like there's anything else. Let's get that colander in there. Back to the research. Nothing else I'm desperate for over here. Yeah, I might just do the rainwater collector just to get it out of the way. Yep, that's the only thing that I'm sort of thinking about. But now we basically just have to leave this platform. Now, I want to get another large planter, actually. Alright, so we'll get that started and then we'll hop over here. Oh, I don't know if... Oh, I have a battery to get this bottle so that I can grab this out. And then I want to do some more fertilizer. And I actually want to stock up on that. So, the big pot, put that over there. And I want to get a dust daisy seed. That's that. Oh, I do have some organic fertilizer. Oh, you know what I need to do? And I don't have enough epoxy to do it. Actually, I do. Get another large bottle. And then chuck that into there. And then get rid of these bottles. They will become valuable one day. And I can go and collect that fertilizer. And I don't have any... I do have dirty water. So I can add water, plant, dust daisy, fertilizer. It only takes 5, so that's good. And we can plant that. I just need to run through and make sure that these all have water. Soil moisture's good. Soil moisture's good on that. Yeah, you kind of have to point at exactly the right spot. So everything's good here. And maybe just for kicks, I will put on a little bit more organic fertilizer and we're going to have to go and look for biomass, a lot of it. And I will put these bottles back in here. So I have a little bit extra to make epoxy if I need to. And I have fertilizer. I need a big bottle for dirty water. I don't think I'll ever need a big bottle for my own personal clean water. But these breath nuts are going to go off, and that's okay because I want the rotten food. Just to get these things out of my inventory, I am going to put these 2 eggs down. Yeah, they pulsate. I can also make the soft cushion. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to move things out of this cockpit. So we'll take the soft cushion and pop it down over here. And then we can grab the little creature that we've found. No, we can't. We just go straight in here, open it up, put little creature in. Look at that. And we've unlocked a few things for the little creature that need to be made in the furniture fabricator. And for that we need stuff that we don't have. Ink bulb. I have seeds for ink bulb, but I haven't made any, so yeah. And I'm also out of biomass. Alright, I'm going to move things out of the cockpit as well. Try and keep them out of the way. And yes, I know I'm very tired. So I'm going to take a nap. I'll get my organic fertilizer bottle and just pop that in. Right, we're looking strong on the liquids. I'm going to put this repair foam in here because I'm not going to be using it for a bit. Going to make myself a battery, just a regular one because it's good to have one around. And let's go and have a look at the upgrade station. See if there's anything here that we need to do. Yep, there is. This. Oh yeah, that's what I needed the other 2 green colanders for. So we'll grab 2 and then we should actually just grab them all, honestly. Then they'll carry on growing. Okay, and also we need epoxy. And it's the biomass that I'm missing for the... Oh my gosh, I'm going to need to leave. But first, I'm going to move the device fabricator out of here as well. Doesn't need to be at the controls anymore. So we'll just put it over there. And I can move the kitchen thing. I'll just put it over here, I think. Just like that. Alright, that's cool. Let's go forward. So we will lift off. Right, that's it. That is that task finished. Alright, we have an unknown landing pod. One of those buildings, maybe this one over here, or that one. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this funny gnarled tree thing here we can actually land on. There's a... Oh, hello. And that building has fallen. That's what I was expecting. Good. So, suddenly a whole bunch of stuff to do around here. Now I can finally showcase the deck extractor. Oh, fast. And I was after that, but it's out of range. So I'm going to land over here first. Wait. Why am I not moving? Oh, I got fuel. Oh, because I locked myself in at 1 kilometer per hour. And a nice gentle touchdown. There we go. Alright, let's go and see what we can get here. I have an idea. Always makes me nervous running up here in the rain. Alright, so we'll collect some of these luciferin fruits. And this is basically all that's here. Yeah, nothing else. I'm not going to try and go higher. They do go off. I think it might be a good idea to actually use them. Oh, there you go. I've got 1 more of them and it's probably going to go off, so not going to stress myself out too much. Let's lift off, and fortunately the sun has come out. I'm going to head over to that building first, and we are here. I don't have enough... Yeah, I don't have enough repair patches on me, so I'll just do that quickly. There's no data pad in this one. More first aid kits that I probably don't need. Oh, good. Some epoxy. Okay, more upgrade kits, and Reed watching the earth all day long. People say, yep, they're all watching, waiting for me. That's it in here, right? Yep. Alright, and lift off. And we are now going over to that building that was knocked down by that huge creature. And there's a mural over that way somewhere as well. Right, we are here. Let's go and have a look. Now, these locations you will find a couple of things. The main one being energy crystals, I believe. Quite a few of them. And then a new egg. Alright, lots of energy crystals. Maybe we can't grow these plants that make the energy crystals. That would be cool. And here's that egg. So, Pantagruel Licito eggshell. Cool. Got that. And that is that. There is nothing else here that I've ever been able to find. You can't really get up to the top level, but you know, I don't see anything up there anyway. That's cool. We managed to get quite a lot of energy crystal. So back to the ship we go. Now I do need to spend more time farming. There's not a lot of metal in this area, but there's lots of biomass flying around. And we do need a lot of it. Anyway, that will be for between episodes, I think. Alright, let's head back in here and we can do this medium oxygen tank now.
Oxygen level is low.
And it'll automatically take my small oxygen tank out to upgrade it. And I'll put my little red eggshell down next to those. Perfect. Alright, let's have a look at the furniture fabricator. So we have basic furniture, racks and desks and chairs. We have lamps. We have ship decorations, gift boxes, and, oh well, this is not for this time of the year, I imagine. Dolphin crystal ball, that is a DLC. Digital display frame. Never done one of those before. But these have weights, so yeah, just bear that in mind. And then the sporty wear for the little dude whose name... Oh, drop a name suggestion in the comments. Right, my oxygen tank is done. Now that will increase my oxygen from 90 to 150, I think it is. That's seconds. I'd also like to, and I do have enough, I'd like to upgrade my fishing rod. So let's pick that up, hop into here, and pick that. Now basically I won't have to reel this in, it'll just reel in as soon as it catches something. And it takes a minute to do. Let's see where we're heading next. It's not too far away, it's just over there. Those 3 green lights you see, that's where we're going. But I think it's just sending us there to prove that we can't get into that area. And to celebrate our new automated jobby, I'm going to use one of the improved lures. Okay, and put this down right there. Open it up, put that lure in, and we will drop it when we are over an open area. And grab the metal collector head that I was almost sure I built. Maybe I used it. That's fine. We'll just make another one. Oh, and one more thing I want to sort out is the solids. I didn't want to put a battery in. Pick that up. Go in here and upgrade a tool charger. And pop this back in. Empty out what's in my storage. Grab the colander. Put that in. I need food, so I'm going to eat that. Also need some water. That's all sorted. Upgraded tool charger will go. I'm just going to put it over here. Right there. It takes a crystal battery. And it charges really, really fast. So let's put our scanner in. Look at that. Super fast. Can also put my flashlights in there. Done. Everything else is good. Not sure why I have so many batteries on me. Let's take off and we will head to the infected greenhouse. Now there are a couple more of these trees along the way, but I'm not really interested in them right now. I have plenty of the energy crystals. Oh, and there's one of those big beasties again. Didn't knock anything down that time. And while we're flying, I'm going to put this lure down and we can continue. What the heck? I got hit by something. I'm going to have to repair my ship. I think I was maybe too close to the building, or there was a branch sticking out or something. Possible. Alright, so we can literally not land on this platform. It is full of that knoll, so we're going to have to go around. And basically this is just a storyline stop, because there's currently no way we can get in here. But we do have a question mark over... Is that it? Might be. Right, and we are down. Right. So, you'll die if you go in there, yes. We cannot go into that area at all. See if there's anything we can find up here. And the next job is to get the immunity booster. Yeah, so if I try and go up... Oh wait, maybe I can get into this building. I'll get the crossbow and head down here. Shoot that. That's still very loud. Then I'll go up here, and not to waste bolts, go in here, and there's a machine to scan. Automatic deck extractor. Forgot about that being here. Interesting. Alright, an empty bottle. Put the torch on. See if there's anything else we can find in this room. Alright, well the automatic deck extractor is also very cool. Well, that's it, nothing else in here. Oh, it's a good thing I decided to come up here. So it wasn't just a storyline area, this is great. But, as I was saying, I try and go up here. I'm going to first get a warning somewhere.
High contamination zone.
Yeah.
Risk of immediate death. Abandon the area.
And that you take seriously. And this is where my damage happened. Alright, well, not too bad. Alright, well, I think it's time. I need to pull out my shipbuilder tool. I still have some load available, but what I can do is maybe extend the balloon back a little bit. I have lots of helium, so it may not be a bad idea. Oh, I need machine parts. Wait. Okay, so there's some machine parts. Hope that's enough. Expand the balloon. One more. And another. Oh, wait, did I get it? No, I didn't. Weird, I can't seem to expand it more. Oh, probably because I didn't have the stuff to do it. But that means that I can now have a back deck out here. So I'm going to move this machine somewhere. Maybe I'll have it at the end over here. There we go. Kind of out of the way. Delete this wall. Put some catwalks out over here. Alright, we're good. Whack a door in here. Just like that. Open it up. Then, upgrade station. Oh wait, I need to research this first. automatic deck extractor, research in progress. Alright, back in here. I will need a deck extractor, but I also need fiberglass, which I don't have yet. Did I see fiberglass on this building at all? That building? Nope. Nothing over here. So yeah, we don't have fiberglass yet. But we will see it soon enough. Okay, and the question mark is now behind... Oh yes, because I turned. So let's leave this place and head to that question mark. And I think I know this location. I'm surrounded by locations that I haven't visited here before. But that question mark, that's one of the coolest things in the game. And for some reason I keep forgetting to fish. I think the lure keeps getting blocked. Alright, I'm going to have to do some maneuvering here because there's a big turbine blade in the way. Okay, so this is a wind turbine place, but I don't think this one has any helium. But it does have a lot of good stuff. And we're going to go right on the edge. So there'll be a bit of copper here.
Detected new objects requiring scanning.
Is this the place that I think it is? I believe it is. Alright, well, let me get the copper first. And I see some stuff lying on the ground in here as well.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Good. Alright, we'll clear that out. And I can see some metal that we can grab over there. And there's some more down there. Right, let's head over to the other side. And I'll just get this copper while I'm here. And also pick up all the machine parts. And then we can look at going into this building. And grab the glass. Alright, we can walk around the top of this area. Nothing in these. Yep, these lockers are empty. But these ones aren't. And we picked up a blueprint for a wall lamp. And some more goodies in here. Great. And while I'm on this side, let me hop out here and just go and get this battery. Okay, and then there are some stairs. And we can only go so far down them because we get blocked. And these are all empty. Right, so we have to find another way to get to that side. And for the life of me, I always forget how to do this. But I do think there's a jump involved. Yep, that one. And then we can walk across the edge and jump down over here. And then jump across to there. And then we are in the lower area. And we can head down. Open these lockers. Nothing there. Walk across a dodgy beam. Nothing in here. Unique research parts, canned water, and... what have we here? Well, let me grab everything else first. This is awesome. We have a freezer, folks. Fantastic. And I'll just strip this place bare as I go. Alright, now it's time for the hot in the throat moment. Where we jump across there. We can jump down onto this platform. Open the lockers that are empty. And climb up this ladder. All the way back to the top deck. Crawl in here. And we are done in this area. Over to the research station. Small freezer. We have everything we need to oh, wait, we're missing polymer. How are we missing polymer? That's weird. I've got the plant oil. Right, well, I'll do 2 of them. So we can finish that up. And I'm probably going to need more polymer to build it. Oh, went through all my polymer. Okay. Into this. It'll be under storage. Small freezer. Doesn't need polymer. Can build it. And we have freezer, folks. And I'm going to put that right next to the cooking pot because I suppose it's a kitchen type thing. And when we open it, look at that. We have 12 spots where we can store food that will never go off. And take the dust moth and drop it in here and it will stay alive. But I actually do need some food, so yeah. And water. And some sleep. Oh, now that I put my torch off, that is where we are. This has been a very productive episode. We have a freezer. Now, for those who don't know, there's a bigger one. But we'll get to that. But the reason I wanted to put this deck out back is because I would like to put another deck extractor. We need another deck extractor to be able to make the automated deck extractor. But I'd like to have one out the back, you know, for just in case.
Printing completed.
And then I can use it over here and grab things as they fly by. But that is where I'm going to leave this one, folks, on a very rainy note. I have a lot of stuff around this area that I can go and loot, and I'm going to do that between episodes. You've seen all of this before. So I'm going to grab whatever I can around here and start heading in the direction of the next exclamation mark. I did notice that one of the trees, these funny things that I visited with just those lucifern pods on it, it didn't grey out after I left. So I'm not sure if there's actually a battery in there or what. But anyway, there's a place right next door with a battery that I think I can go and get. Nope, that doesn't have a battery, but I think it'll have a container. And I will go snooping around and loot what I can. So if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Give me your comments, let me know your thoughts, and let me know if any of what I've done has helped. But we will continue to bigger and better things, and we'll just keep farming as much as we can. And in the next episode, we're going to a wild habitat, so we will actually have to fight those big mantises. That should be fun. But thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!